Welcome back. This is New York. We are playing Newstower, a tycoon management game where we run a newspaper. Last week, did not finish Central Park. We were unable to get the unveiling story done in time. We have one in the can. We had another one that we took a risky play. We cancelled the second part of the story to be able to print it, but the second part was the unveiling bit. Now, there was another one, so we can go back there and finish it. We have now opened up Columbia University where we can acquire economic materials. We can get a portrait, which will be prestigious reductions. The coffee machine, which is prestigious, requires power, requires food, counter smell. We can get a different lamp. It's a prestigious one. And some plants, which look pretty cool. Now, let's see what the Mafia have for us this week. The Brooklyn Lifeline. Reggio, who's this chump, eh? This, that publisher I've been hearing about. Publisher, this is my trusted worker, Peter. Peter helps me and Peter Benito run our charity. You know what they say, do not neglect to do good and to share what you have. And maybe some of them are enticed to do some dirty jobs in return. Those bottles don't bootleg themselves. Yet lately, there's been, let's say, whispers about a strike. We need these fellas to understand working is in their best interests. Now listen, publisher, a strike will be bad for everyone. Real bad. Print about how the docks are humming with opportunity. Keep folks from getting any funny ideas. They want us to print a red herring, which I don't know how I pull that off, but I'm sure it will make itself available. Don't print any unrest. Get influence money, so I can decline this. If I accept and fail, there will be protests. I've now accessed the mayor, who I've been annoying because I've been doing lots for the Mafia. They're giving out to me about those meetings. Just remember, sweetheart, the closer you get to the fire, the more ink you risk burning. Oh, they won't talk to us. They notice we're doing a lot with Reggio. Well, Reggio has worked for us. They don't. So, Now, I'd love to finish this one. I'm tempted to finish it. It is only going to give me 1,000. I can already move up, but I do have the unveiling story that I can run. Entertainment, adventurous, inspiring. Do you know what? Yeah, I do want to get to the radio tower. But there's no point being in the radio tower if I don't have the points. Well, I'll have the points, yeah. Okay, let's get this. Let's get my extra point. Pause. Anyone good? Come in. Debatable. Now, let's get our stories starting. Betty Nuttall claims US title. So this is Forest Hills. This is tennis. So it's obviously not, yeah, tennis grounds. It's obviously not the Arthur Ashe court. So you can cover that side and you can cover that side. Andre is running up this propaganda story, which is a good story. So I've got the unveiling, so I don't know. Okay. Judge Carter vanishes. Mayor negative reputation, but it's gold. Or I can just settle for a silver story. So I can get a politics and then a gold scandal. And just ruin myself with the mayor. You know I like gold. So my people who are good at this are busy. You would take 18 hours. You've 2 points better in it. Where are you at on your story? I think you've already finished your part. Yeah. You're the person I think I need. Yeah, you're coming back into the building right now. There you go. And... oh no, it's Andre. Okay. Yeah, just run that down. There he is. Oh, everything's happening in New York. Statistics. Josephine has a boost to statistics for some reason. Okay, everybody's in New York. Oh. Let's do a big paper order. Okay, 1 for the toilet. 3 for the machine. And the machine needs more than that. 137, so another 200. And the smallest food order you can do. So there's the rest of the paper. Any new story developments? Yes. Andre, I want you to run that down. Josephine, I want you to run that down. Jan Martin is on that. Okay. Let's wait for... so who are you? Andre. Andre is who I need for the Judge Carter story. You are taking 16 hours off that story. And you will take Jan Martin or Josephine. There. One of them has to be back now. Josephine. Risking a society story coming up. So that was Nation's first self-service store. Store boosted over 200 products. Okay, let's have a look. You're on 2, you're on 1, 1 and 0. Food into the machine. Okay, entertainment story. Inspiring entertainment story. And then there is fame involved. So, Jan Martin, out you go to Hollywood. Lon Chaney dies at 47. The man with 1,000 faces. 10 hours left on this story. 12 hours left on this story. And then I think I want to prioritize that story when it comes in. Oh, breaking news, breaking news. Breaking news telegram. A searing summer crisis. The nation is facing an unprecedented challenge. A severe drought tightens its grip this summer. The government agencies and relief organizations are mobilizing as crops fail across the nation. Send some reporters to the Midwest now. Let's hope for a change in the weather patterns. So, breaking news. 3 stories that all need to be completed. If successful, it then creates a bonus for a tag. In this case, it's society. So it's all the one. So we will start with this part. I only have one other person that can do this, so I am going to need to expand. Society is what I need, isn't it? Yeah. Squeeze another reporting desk up here. Hire someone that can do society, ideally well, ideally not too expensive. Wow. Jonathan Tucker is a psychic. I feel obliged to bring him on board. He foretold it. Now, he's been hired to be a society reporter. So he needs the world map. No, he doesn't. He needs a globe. He does. Perfect. He needs the solar system map. And what else does he do? Apart from probably get fired in 2 days' time. Movie poster. Okay. Now he is on our staff. We can send him out to do one of the other parts. We'll do the national weather for the psychic. And then I need someone back ASAP. Josephine, get on that. And entertainment. Well, Elaine can run that one up. Now, if I look here, I am going to say prioritize this job. Another floor will cost 5k, which is like most of our money. Okay, we've got one part done. 5 hours, 2 hours, that's going to get finished. And then society is then the priority, which is these people will be back in 1 second. So then we have Andre can do the San Francisco citizens elect new mayor. Let's see what is happening with that. Church part has run up. Hot news, hot news. Detroit in terror. Find out what's happening with that. Okay. So then this then is a priority job. And that's a priority after that, and then yeah, the Detroit one. Okay. Sorry, do I have the old one? This would be better. Let's get that published then. Okay, San Francisco pass starting next week. That doesn't sound like much of a story. Andre will be back shortly, so you'll take 18 hours. 2 skills better. Are you Andre? Yes, you are. Andre's filed his story. Andre can go out and do the. We'll go back to San Francisco to finish that story. Elaine has nearly finished this entertainment story. There are still 8 stories to come in. Slow jump drags race. Well, Wallace, run up that. Oh, what's happening here? Protester. We're getting some protesters. 3 protesters. They're going to block the entrance, which is going to stop reporters coming back in. And if the reporters don't file their papers, the stories don't advance. Okay, this crime story can be started anyway. What's the fine? A fine's fine. Oh dear, I got the big one. $400. Oh, it's like 150, 400 or nothing. Okay, so we got Andre sitting outside, unable to progress his story. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what the mob want. Talk for ages. So you are. What's your stat? So, oh my God, 18 hours and it's a Saturday. So this is like the most important job. So you have 1. You have 1. You have none. Oh, you're working on 1. It's 8 hours, 7 hours, 2 hours. 2 hours, 2 hours, 13 hours, and this is the one that, oh my god, the mob are in, and the protests are still blocking the store. Yeah, we're in now. Able to run more stories. Crime. Agents bust. Economics. Railroads and income drops 20%. Did the other economic story go away? Let's start this story. And I assume we didn't get it finished. Yeah, we're 2 days away from having this one ready. Tuesday. Okay. The mob are not going to be happy. So I don't think we get more punishment if we also print unrest. But we haven't achieved what they wanted. We need to print an unveiling story. Okay. Now, let's have a look. We want society stories because they are the money. There is no overlap with our society stories. So then we look at other overlap. And so hopeful. We don't have a huge amount of bonuses this week. So second page is going to be this. That actually might be, well, because of this I suspect this is the lead. But let's just check. 55, 52, okay. So we will lead with, and we'll go with finished economics. Oh, these two aren't finished. So then finished society stories. Then is there any combos to be had? Fame story not finished. Okay. Well, we need to get this story out. But this is the next biggest story we have. We do have some economics to go with it. And there's a combo. Then we're just looking at, we have 2 more stories left and we have space for 2. So we'll put you on the front page, which does have a sport combo, great. And then naturally you go there. 145,000. Now we're getting 15,000 subscribers. How do the 2 of these get to 145? That's 80. Where's the other 60 happening? So this is required for the objective. Literally the reason we came back to this place. That was a disappointing week for production. So we definitely have a bottleneck in preparing the paper. So we're going to expand our typesetting and assembling. So if we look, you're blocked at assembly, 13 hours. Assembly. You still haven't been processed yet. Assembly. These all look, yeah. Typesetting isn't letting us down. Like, okay, they've got a couple here, but they came in late in the week, I assume. Yeah, there's stuff on both. Like this hasn't even got in the door. This is part of the way through typesetting. This is still being reported. Waiting on assembly. This was so close to being finished. Typesetting still being done. Queued for typesetting. Okay. Racket Jack. Repeat. 3 great pages. Record sales for the New York Examiner. And we were into the wee scandal. It's a public scandal that offends. To sin in secret is no sin at all. Dream lofty dreams, and as you dream, so shall you become. We get 1 point for the record sales. Do we not get a point for the district? Do you have to finish district? Okay, well, it's just, we learn. 4,300 for the sales. There's that point. There's the subscriber. You're not happy with us.